Hello everyone, my name is Ian Spezma and welcome to the Lost Media Show. You know, so many British TV shows from the 1960s are lost media. People back then just didn't give two shits when it came to television. And with the BBC being infamous for wiping their tapes, several shows have unfortunately become lost to time.
This is not okay.
And today we're going to be taking a look at the top 5 lost British TV shows from the 1960s. Number 5. Madhouse on Castle Street. Madhouse on Castle Street was a 1963 television play created by the BBC, which only aired once on January 13th, 1963. It was aired as part of their Sunday night play series. And if you think the guy in these photos looks familiar, he is familiar because he is the famous Bob Dylan. The plot of this thing centers around a lodger of an English boarding house who has locked himself in his room, leaving a note stating that he has decided to retire from the world. His sister and the boarders try to convince him to come out and explain himself. However, in 1968, the BBC wiped the master tape. Yes, we know that they wiped it, and we know it is gone forever. Thankfully, tape recordings of some of the songs do survive. Number 4. Tales of Mystery. Tales of Mystery was a 1961 horror anthology series which ran on ITV until 1963. The episodes were based on short stories by Algernon Blackwood. The series is well known for having John Laurie host the show. Laurie is mostly known for playing Private Fraser in the sitcom Dad's Army. This series ran for a total of 29 episodes throughout 3 seasons, but no episodes have surfaced in the past few years. And unlike Doctor Who, there aren't even any audio recordings of any episodes. So it is most likely this series will never see the light of day. Number 3. Dad's Army. Now for this topic, I'm not going to be discussing the lost sketches and the Christmas specials. I'm just going to be discussing the lost episodes. Dad's Army was a sitcom created by the BBC in 1968, which ran all the way to 1977 with a total of 80 episodes. It tells the story of a group of British soldiers fighting the Germans during the Second World War. But there is a twist to it. The soldiers are bumbling idiots. The episodes of this show are split up into several series. The second series is currently incomplete. As of now, 3 of the 6 episodes are missing from the BBC archives, but the archive state was so bad, 5 of the 6 episodes were missing. Before then, the only surviving episode of Series 2 was Sergeant Wilson's Little Secret. Then, in 2001, the episodes Operation Kilt and The Battle at Godfrey's Cottage were returned to the BBC as 16mm film reels. As of now, the only lost episodes are A Stripe for Fraser, The Loneliness of the Distance Walker, and Under Fire. Thankfully, the radio version of these episodes still survive, and so do a few photographs. Number 2.
Doctor Who. The BBC went through Doctor Who tapes, and 97 episodes have yet to be found. And those episodes cover the first Doctor William Hartnell and the second Doctor Patrick Troughton.
And for number 1, The Avengers, 1961. The Avengers was a 1961 espionage crime series which aired in Britain from 1961 to 1963. It's basically your typical crime show about agents fighting evil, but in the later episodes, there would be some science fiction plots. But once again, tape wiping is the reason this series is lost. This show ran for a total of 26 episodes, but out of those, only 3.5 survive. That is insane to me on how so little of this show remains. Fortunately, the episodes that do survive are the first 15 minutes of episode 1, the entirety of episode 6, the entirety of episode 15, and the entirety of episode 20. But that's about it. Well, everyone, that's all the time I have for now. Until next time, everybody.